Okay, so here we go with another recipe for this week. Summertime's coming. We've gotten a few good days here in the Northeast, so we're pretty excited. So we're changing our recipes now over to somewhat of summertime, quick summertime things. Today we are making a dill pickle macaroni salad. Wanted to make this for a little bit now, but I figured I'd shoot a video for it. Going into summertime, kill two birds with one stone, right? Okay, so here we go. Rundown ingredients. You are going to be making your own dressing for this, and you are going to just be adding a couple of ingredients. Use fresh stuff if you can, okay? Over here we got 1 pound of elbow macaroni. Use whatever you want there, whatever brand you guys are used to. We have a half a red onion. We have it very small, so it's like a minced kind of thing, okay? And that's just because it's a textural thing, because over here we have some dill pickles that I chopped up. We got about a cup and a quarter. This is how I buy them, okay? So we buy them like this. We take them out. You can see how long they are in the jar, right? So you just take them out, you slit them down the middle twice, and then you chop them going this way. That's what I use. You guys use whatever you want to use. Over here we got fresh dill. Boy, I'll tell you, nothing like fresh dill, okay? Be careful with it because a little bit goes a long way. And this dill that I got was absolutely fantastic. Most of the time, I don't know, local stores, I don't know, they're becoming, I don't know what they are, but they're becoming, where the produce isn't that fresh. Look at this. Look at this dill, this fresh dill. Amazing. The best dill I think that I've gotten, except going to a farmer's market and grabbing it the day it was picked. All right, so we got some fresh dill. There we got 2 cups of mayonnaise. This is for the dressing now. We got 2 cups of mayonnaise. We have a cup of milk. A little bit of salt and pepper that we're going to flavor it with, season it with, and we have a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. That is it for this recipe. Now you are going to need a couple of mixing bowls, one for the dressing and one to put it all together. That's it. Behind me I have a pot of boiling water. We're going to drop the pasta, cook that to, I like to cook it al dente. That's just me. I don't believe that pasta should be very mushy, okay? So cook that how you like it, and we're gonna get on. With this recipe. If you guys like what I do, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, put a thumbs up, and share it with your friends. Good barbecue thing going on here, okay? I'll put all the ingredients down in the description below of what I have here. If we need some more stuff at the end, then I'll chop up some more and we'll just carry on. All right, behind me, let's drop this pasta. We'll get making the dressing. So as you guys can see, we got our water boiling. We're going to throw just a little bit of sea salt in it, just to flavor up the pasta a little bit. And we're going to just dump in our 1 pound of elbows. Okay, this is simple as this. No big deal. We're gonna do about 7. It's like 7 to 8 minutes. So we're gonna set the timer for 7 minutes so we don't lose track. In the meantime, we're gonna spin around the other side of the kitchen here, and we're gonna make the dressing. Right. We're making the dressing. Let's get a bowl in here. Let's do this. All right. And first things first. You guys are gonna like this dressing. I make this dressing, but I add a little bit more stuff to it. I have a loaded macaroni salad that I had made. If you guys are interested in that, just go ahead up in the search bar and type on YouTube, of course, and type in macaroni salad. It'll pop right up for you. It's, when I say loaded, it's loaded. It's got lots of goodies in it. All right, so we're going to do the 2 cups of mayonnaise, and we're going to start out with, we have a cup of milk here. Now, I always recommend people, and I think people think I'm, I don't know, not weird, but a little weird maybe. And we're going to add our garlic powder in there, okay? And we're just going to whisk this together. Super simple. Nice little dressing, goes well with this. So anyways, I was saying something about being weird, I guess. Yeah, the weird part. I have traffic going by, so I always keep looking out the window. So, a little bit weird. I always make more dressing, a lot more dressing actually, than I really need, right? Because the pasta, I'm sure everybody's done this too. The pasta, after you dress it, right? You put it in the refrigerator, and what happens to it? You take it out, you're like, hey, where's the dressing? I always dress it first, put it in the refrigerator, take it out in a few hours, couple hours, 2-3 hours. I let it sit there for a while, and I add more dressing to it. Once you add dressing that second time, you're fine. Then it's not gonna wither away. Okay. So usually, if I'm doing this macaroni salad for like that loaded macaroni salad, okay, or maybe another different macaroni salad of some sort, what I'll do is I'll put other things in this, like cayenne pepper and so we're just adding some salt. We're going to add some pepper to it because, yep, I'm the pepper whore. Hope you two don't bang me for that, but a little bit of pepper in it. I like pepper. Okay, so you add as much of that stuff as you want to, and this is pretty much. We're going to taste it. And we're keeping this simple. The reason why we're keeping it simple is because we don't want to clash with the dill, right? And the pickles. So you want to make sure that everything, let's see. Super delicious. I've just made this dressing so many times, it's like back of the hand thing, right? All right. So there we go with that. You can probably add a little bit more milk. So we are going to use the whole 1 cup of milk. All right. So this is our dressing. Now I know that seems bland, but when you get this mixed in with the red onion, the fresh dill, and you know what else we're going to do? Well, I have like 2 minutes left. We're going to add in maybe a teaspoon or a tablespoon of dill pickle juice. All right, just to keep that flavor running throughout. So the only place you don't get your flavor from is just the pickles. Let's do one more. And do this nice and slow. Don't be in a rush. Take your time. Mix it up well. All right, so we'll do 3, and we'll do 4, and I think that's gonna do it. All right, so our pasta's almost done on the other side. We're gonna leave this here, and we're gonna there you go. That works. All right. So let's drain the pasta. I am going to put that in a colander. I'm not going to rinse my pasta. I want the starch on that pasta so the dressing clings to it. Okay. So we're going to drop the pasta in the colander. We're going to wait till that cools down for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. Then we're going to mix all this up, put it in the refrigerator. It's going to be an awesome side dish for hamburgers, hot dogs, steak, chicken, whatever. All right, we'll see you guys in just a second. We let our pasta sit for about 15 minutes. I shook it around in the colander, let it cool down, blow on it a little bit, or put it near a fan, right? You speed up the process just a little bit. All right, so we're going to just bring a bowl in. This is going to be our mixing bowl here, and we have, boy, that's like being unprepared, huh? So we're gonna put our pasta. You can see it's all I don't know, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't see. It's all clumpy. Nothing wrong with that. Leave it just like that. You want that starch on there. You want to mix this all in. All right, so for people that don't mix their pasta, some people do, some people don't. I recommend you not to do it on this one because you just want the whatchamacallit to stick. I know I dropped the noodle too. All right, so, all right, there we go. So we're gonna add our dressing. I guess it really doesn't matter which way you do this. I think what I'm gonna do first though is we're definitely gonna add our dressing, because then this way I can see how much of my other ingredients that I'm putting in, because I go by color, right? That's just me. All right, so we have our bowl of dressing. Now I do want to say that this does tighten up a little bit, okay? You can see it, right? It's not as loose as it was before. That's why we use the whole cup of milk on this. All right, so off we go. Let's just get some of this dressing in here. And remember, you're not using it all. You're going to save a little bit for later on. So just remember to save, I don't know, a quarter of a cup, half a cup, whatever. All right, so we're going to put about that much in. However much that is, that's how much we're putting in. All right. All right, and now what we're going to do is I become so unprepared. Okay, well, here we go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to start mixing this in. All right, and you'll see how nice and creamy this is. A lot of people I know just add straight mayo to it. You can. I used to do it like that for a lot of years, and then tried to understand why your salads dry out, right? So I started thinning them out with a little bit of milk. You know, like we need more of the fat, but you know, that's just how I do it now. Which, if it is too thin, you could always just take some mayonnaise and put some mayonnaise in this, right? All right, so there we go. That's how creamy that is for right now. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do this step by step. We have some red onion. All right, so I mix after each addition, just so I can see exactly how much I have in there. I don't want to overdo it. The ingredients in this are pretty strong. Red onion's a strong onion, so I don't like to overdo it and get crazy with it. Now I automatically know that just from the look of that, we're going to need a little bit more red onion, right? I like red onion, actually. I like the red onion on a burger. So like I was saying, with nice weathers here, let's chat for a minute, right? Nice weathers here. So the other day, I went out to my garage and started my Camaro. I have a summer car that I drive 300-400 miles a year. That's about it. All right, so we have just a little bit of red onion left. I do think I'm going to add it. This is all how much you want of this in here. So there's no right or wrong in this. It's just what you like, okay? So I went out to my garage, and I seen my car sitting there, and I was like, okay, let's start this up, and we'll take it over for an oil change and get some new oil in it. They laugh at me because I drive it, like I said, 300 to 400 miles a year, and that's been pretty consistent for a very long time now. And of course I can't pull in somewhere because it's older, 31 years old, so now it's older and people ask me all kinds of questions. Which is fine. It's totally good at that. But it was good to finally get some nice weather around here, and Went out for a nice ride and enjoyed my time. All you guy lovers, you car lovers out there will know exactly what I'm talking about, right? We can't wait for summer to come. If I think about it, because of talking about it, I'll post a picture in the corner of the screen maybe, or put a flash up on the screen of what it looks like. 31 years old. And it's got like 39.1 on it, so pretty new. Okay, so there we go with that. So I think the pickle is nice, and I think that we'll move on to the dill. Now, when you're dealing with the dill, I just want to let you guys know this is very, very powerful. You don't need a ton of it, because it is that powerful. All right, so we're just going to mix and mix and mix, get it all throughout. Make sure you see it, right? If you see it, you're going to taste it. That's the way dill is. Okay, so what we're going to do, and this isn't really going to give me a thing here, but we're going to just, because it's still warm, just tasting it for salt and pepper. Can we taste the dill? Are we getting the pickle out of it? Which we are. And I am going to throw that last little bit of, and I'm going to throw a little bit of the pickle juice in it as well. Plenty of red onion. I think we're going to go with some more dill. We'll leave all this in the recipe below. Okay. Now, if you like more pickle, put more pickle in it. You want more of that crunch, put more crunch in it. It's your recipe. Do whatever you want with this one. Oh, there's a blooper. All right. So one more little taste. I don't know what's going on with me today. Huh. That's really good. That is going to be way better when we put this in the refrigerator. And that's about where this is going right now. So what I always do is I always just kind of clean the edges. They're not like a dirty bowl. Just like that. Okay. And that's it. Plenty of salt, plenty of pepper. The crunch is great. The red onion you can taste. All right, we're going to put this in the refrigerator just like this for, I don't know, I like to do it 3 to 4 hours. So 3 to 4 hours, we're going to take this out. We're going to plate this up, and I'm going to give it a nice bath with some more dressing on it. We'll loosen it up a little bit more. We'll plate it up. I'll give it a little taste test, and that'll be the recipe. You guys are really going to enjoy this. I promise you guys. Okay, so we let the macaroni salad sit in the refrigerator. I let this sit in the refrigerator overnight, okay, just because I want to show you guys exactly what it looked like. But 3, 4, 5, 3 to 5 hours, right? And this is what I was talking about how it looks very dry, right? See, it doesn't look as mayonnaise-y. So if you made just that amount of dressing, that's what you would have been left with, right? Now, it's still wet, but, I mean, that's a dry macaroni salad. I don't like my macaroni salad like that. So, what we're going to do is we have the rest of this dressing, or some of it, over here, and we're going to add, and you see how that kind of tightened up just a tiny bit? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to put a spoonful or two back on this. Let's start out with 2, and then we're gonna get it in here, because that'll go a long way. That'll reach everything it needs to reach. Just, be careful, because it's It's a lot of macaroni salad. It's a whole pound. All right, and then this will come back to life now. And what'll happen, it'll actually stay creamy. Okay, so the recipe that I gave you guys for the dressing is exactly how much I make at all times. All right, see, now it comes back to life. Now this is kind of up to you on how much that you want to put in it. If you like it not as wet. How can't you like a wet macaroni salad though? But I guess there's some people out there that don't really like a super wet macaroni salad. Okay, we're going to put just a little bit more on it. We're going to also save just a little bit in there as well, only because if it happens to, if it's in the refrigerator for 3-4 days or whatever, and it's not touched or mixed, you might want to put a little dressing on top if you're going to take a bowl of this or whatever, a plate, and stick it on the... Okay, so there. Now, nice and creamy. All right, so let me grab a plate. I'm gonna plate this up for you guys, and we're gonna do a little taste test and get a thumbnail and all that good stuff. And that's why you make extra dressing. Be right back. All right, so it is plating time. Let's do this. Let's plate it on a long plate. Look good for a thumbnail too, I think. All right, so here we go with our macaroni salad. No big deal on really plating this up, only because, you know, listen, how do you plate a macaroni salad? But we will make it look nice, that's for sure. All right. No, this isn't all for me. This is just for shooting purposes here. Okay. Beautiful macaroni salad, and you could smell the red onions. You could smell the little bit of dill. All right, so now when you do this salad, you salt and pepper it if you like it. Now, if you're bringing this to a party, I would probably say maybe don't salt and pepper it like maybe you might like it. Let people do that for themselves, okay? Because everybody's got different taste buds, okay? And we don't want to get crazy with people, right? All right, so what we're going to do, I know you can't see this, but I'm just putting a little bit of salt on it. And because I'm that guy with we're going to put a little bit of fresh cracked pepper. Oh boy. All right, and we're going to finish it off. Yep, you guessed it. We're going to finish this off with a little fresh dill. Keep with the whole thing. And you can do, listen, you want to do, you know, paprika on top of this, you can do that. If you're bringing it to a party. If not, it's for you. Do it any way you like. But that's what I would say. Let me grab a thumbnail of this. And this is how I make my dill pickle macaroni salad. All right, give me 1 second. Let me get a thumbnail. Be right back. We'll do a taste test for you. Okay, so we're back for the taste test. Let's see how this is. I know that this is good, but all right. So let's just dig in here a little bit and see what we got. This is perfect. What I mean by that is that the dill flavor, you still have those crunchy pieces of the dill pickles that I actually chopped up. You also have that pickle juice throughout this as well. The red onion gives it a nice little crunch. You can taste the dill. Neither one of the ingredients in this is overpowering. I would, just like I said, just salt and pepper it the way you like it. If you're home, you know, salt and pepper it right off the bat. If you're taking it to a party, maybe leave the salt and pepper out and let people know that you probably should do the salt and pepper themselves. This is like so good. I got to take another bite of this. The pasta is cooked perfectly for a macaroni salad. It's not going to get soggy in the bowl, in the refrigerator. Cracked pepper. This is great. Alright, so that's what we got minus our little area here. Okay. So that's how I make my dill pickled macaroni salad. You guys like this video, like what I did here today, go ahead and hit that notification bell. YouTube will notify you guys every single time I post a video, which we do every single week. Put a thumbs up, share it with your friends, all that good stuff. Okay, until the next week, I will post another recipe, and I will see you then.